The Elm Grove Elementary cheerleaders are all fired up, as you can see, about recent changes at their school that have turned a traffic headache into a breeze.
That's not the only campus to see major transformations. Classroom walls are going up at Apollo Elementary after being the only open concept school of its kind, and the stadiums at Benton and Halton High have never looked better. Hi everyone, I'm Jason Rowland. Welcome to On the Record with Bossier Schools, your official source of news for Bossier Parish Schools.
I'm Sonia Bales, and we're marking a milestone. This is our 55th episode, season 4 of On the Record with Bossier Schools, and we're joining you from Elm Grove Elementary here in South Bossier, where they're also celebrating progress. You see the bus loop behind us? Well, it's a new addition in addition to the car line that's now making things smooth as butter.
You know, one of the things we do at Bossier Schools is we always want to see improvements. We want to find ways where we can make things better for our schools, for our students, for our communities, and for our families. And this is a fantastic example of what our board is committed to doing to make improvements all around the parish.
Our construction and our maintenance departments were especially busy over the summer, putting the final touches on several big projects across the district. And when we, took the time to just reflect on everything that we'd been able to accomplish, we were like, wow, we did a lot.
This episode is going to be a little bit different than the other ones we've had. We're going to take you and give you a special look, maybe even a bird's eye view of some of the fantastic things that the board has approved, the work that has been done, and actually we're going to bring in one of our key staff members, our parish engineer, Mr. Jason Cottom, to give us some more depth behind some of the project and things that we're working on in Bossier Schools.
That's right. We are going to take a 50,000-foot view, if you will. But first, we want to start at Elm Grove Elementary, where, as we mentioned, a bus loop was constructed, as well as the car line. They are now separated, and that's a big deal. They're receiving rave reviews. And we are joined by Principal Kimberly Meter. So, Ms. Meter, if you will, kind of give us some background of what it was like before the bus loop and car line opened this school year.
Well, we had one entrance for the school and one exit, and so we had cars lined up, we had buses going around cars, we had cars trying to leave while buses were trying to come in. It was kind of a congested nightmare, and then when buses tried to leave, they have to turn and stop at the railroad tracks before they could cross, and so getting the buses out was also a challenge.
That was not an ideal situation at all, and I can just say if you happen to be parked in your parking lot during dismissal, you were stuck like Chuck, I'm just going to say.
Absolutely.
So other than just making things easier for the route, what has the bus loop done for the entire look of Elm Grove Elementary?
Well, I've had several comments that they say it actually looks like a school now. So it's just improved this side of the school, and it's really made a difference.
Well, credit to our board. This is one of probably the best, most needed projects that our board decided to do, and it's something that needed to happen for a lot of different reasons, but more so to give a great experience here for our students at Elm Grove Elementary and our families and this entire community.
Yeah, and it has also expedited the process, if you will. I mean, our families are being able to go through faster now. Kids are being able to get on the bus and get home sooner, right?
Absolutely. We really appreciate the board's help with this project, and of course, Mr. Rowland, you made this a special project, and we appreciate you as well.
Thank you. Thank you. It's
well,
great.
Thank you so much, Ms. Meter. I see that the kids, it's now a dismissal time, so we're going to go ahead with our tour then. Thank you for joining us this afternoon.
All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Another construction project that has helped ease a parking problem is at Benton Elementary. Employees had to park across Highway 2 because there weren't enough spaces in front of the school or behind it. Now there are an additional 35 spaces, which has made a massive difference to our school on 162.
Now we go inside for one of the biggest transformations that took place. Many of you may remember when Apollo Elementary opened in the late 1960s. It was a first of its kind open concept school, meaning there were no classroom walls.
Of course, learning styles evolve over time, and there's a lot competing for our students' attention. So over the summer, our second and third grade classrooms were turned into traditional classrooms.
The plans call for transforming the remaining open spaces into traditional classrooms over the next 2 summers, which Principal Dr. Natalie Pope says her teachers are especially looking forward to.
You know, students are just showing ownership for their environment, and it's changing just the whole trajectory of their learning. They're more focused, they're more engaged. The teachers are able to do more engaging activities just because it's a, I don't want to say a confined space, but it's a walled space, so they're less distracted and more focused. So I am just looking forward to having walls on the other side, so it's just a cohesive environment. So one side looks the same as the other, and then our students who have never experienced walls can have the opportunity for that engaging environment where they can, again, be more focused and more in tune with each other and showing more ownership in their classroom and more buy-in and just all those things. So we're just ready to get the walls up. It's just been such a game changer on one side, so we're ready to see it on the other side as well.
Let's fly over now to Benton and Halton High School for a 30,000-foot view of what the new turf fields look like there. What a beautiful sight on Friday night and a game changer for our student athletes.
Hey, not only that, but our coaches love the fact that there is a lot less maintenance because they were responsible for the mowing and the upkeep before, so they're gaining some hours in their week.
So we also did some reshuffling and located the technology department in the former evaluation center that was the former technology department, all located on Viking Drive. So we've brought the past to the present in that move. Look, these days, technology is the center of everything we do in education. It's the center of how kids learn. And the amount of devices, the cameras, and the network switches we manage, these number in the tens of thousands.
Yeah, it's incredible. The server still has to be moved there, but the technology staff has more workspace. They have meeting rooms for training and teacher workshops. And as you mentioned, it's really come full circle because they're back where they started.
We mentioned reshuffling, and the opportunity to move the evaluation center came when Bossier Schools was presented with the extraordinary opportunity to buy the property at the corner of I-220 and Shed Road, which was the former Ark of Acadiana.
Yeah, it had fallen into disrepair and only a small portion of the property was being utilized. So it's a win, not only for Bossier Schools, but also the Ark, since they're now being able to build a new but smaller facility in South Bossier.
Now let's bring in our parish engineer, Mr. Jason Cottom, who is overseeing the renovation of the property. We call the property the John McConaughey Academic Complex, or JMAC for short. But Mr. Cottom, the evaluation center was the first department to move in. Our maintenance department, Mr. Stacy Roger, yourself had a big part of that. What went into that undertaking of moving the eval center over to JMAC?
Yes, sir. So we took the first building, was about 15,000 square feet. We had to put new air conditioning systems, do flooring, paint, and some cleanup to get the eval center, the new eval center, opened up and ready this past spring.
What are some other features of the property that you want to share with our audience today?
So currently we have a large kitchen. We moved small engine shop into part of the maintenance building. This summer we demoed 11 buildings that were really in disrepair. But that leaves us 17 buildings with just under 140,000 square feet of usable space.
Wow.
And when you mentioned a kitchen, it's not just any kitchen. This is a commercial kitchen. It is enormous with so many different storage facilities, areas. And we've got some plans to be able to eventually utilize that space to expand some of our career and technical education programs and also collaborate some with Barksdale Air Force Base.
Yes.
How big is that property overall?
It's right around 55 acres.
And so maintaining and keeping that is a challenge.
It is a challenge. It is a challenge.
And we've got a good guy out there that's passionate about making sure that place looks good. And of course, we want all of our properties to look good, but he's really working hard.
Yes, sir,
you and the entire team have done a fantastic job to make that something, that property a showplace and something we're extremely proud of. So thank you for all you've done there.
Yeah, thank you, Jason. And it is a phased-in approach, if you will, as we imagine and finalize our long-range vision for that property. I know that we were talking about a pre-K center and maybe some work with, like I said, Barksdale Air Force Base for a leadership readiness training center. So some exciting things on the horizon. So we just tell everybody, stay with us on our journey. We're excited to bring you along for it. So, over the next 2 to 3 weeks, every household in Bossier Parish is going to be receiving a postcard in the mail that links you to our shareholder report that illustrates just how far we've come and where we're going. It's just examples, again, of how we are changing the game and shaping the future.
Another feather in our cap is the newly renovated and relocated, reimagined Parent Center at 2723 Airline Drive, right behind the Bossier Instructional Center. We held a grand reopening and held a ribbon cutting ceremony last week. You know, although the Parent Center has been in existence for nearly 3 decades, its location on Cox Street was not as readily accessible to families, and there just weren't as many taking advantage of the wonderful opportunities that the Parent Center provides. So we relocated it, made it more centralized, right behind the BIC. It's connected with our curriculum department now. It's housed right beside a Sportran stop that's nearby, right across the road from Airline High School, right on the main thoroughfare on Airline Drive. So we couldn't think of a better place to move the Parent Center.
As they say, you know, the proof is in the pudding, and just since opening at the beginning of this school year, facilitator Erin May and Valerie Gomez have already helped more than 150 families register their children and provide valuable resources and support. And we just encourage all of our school families to stop by the Parent Center, check out the educational games for their children. There are Wi-Fi hotspots that can be checked out, or you can work in the amazing computer lab there. The Parent Center is there to offer support to help children succeed academically, socially, and emotionally.
You know what, Sonia?
What?
That's not all we've got going on.
No, it's not. There's so much going on.
We're going to take a quick break, and after that, we're going to bring you back and show you some more incredible things that are happening around Bossier schools.
Hi, I'm Jason Smith with Bonvenue Bank, and I'm excited to be on the record with you today. I'm also excited to tell you about a partnership that we have with the Bossier Parish School Board to bring financial literacy to high school seniors in the parish. This program is intended to give real-world opportunities for students to learn how financial literacy works, how they can be best at it, and how it will help them as they grow and mature into adults. We're excited to be a part of this, and we're excited to be on the record.
Welcome back to On the Record with Bossier Schools. At last month's Board of Elementary and Secondary Education meeting in Baton Rouge, Bossier Schools was applauded by the state for making impressive gains in literacy proficiency during the 2024-25 school year, marking a 22.8% increase. Those are incredible gains.
We ranked 7th among the top improving districts on the literacy screener referred to as DIBELS, which is given to all K through 3 students and is a predictor of reading success. The progress is a testament to the hard work that went into moving the needle and making sure our students are reading on grade level. So we want to take a moment to congratulate and thank our hardworking teachers and our students in grades K through 3.
Absolutely. In fact, State Superintendent Dr. Cade Brumley then came to Bossier to personally thank educators for their efforts, which have resulted in Louisiana ranking 16th in the country in literacy. We have really moved up the board. Dr. Brumley visited a faculty meeting at Legacy Elementary where he asked teachers for their feedback about what's working, what needs improvement, and what LDOE is doing to reduce testing while at the same time raise math scores. One thing the faculty offered was praise for their new school principal, Megan Hembree, who you get to meet now in this new principal profile.
Today we are joined with Miss Megan Hembree. She is the new principal at Legacy Elementary, and we are super excited to have her a part of our administrative leadership team. I know the Legacy community is excited about the new role that she's in. We're also joined today with our Assistant Superintendent of Administration and Personnel, Miss Andrea Spinning.
Thank you, Jason, and congratulations, Megan, and your new leadership role at Legacy. Although you're moving up inside that campus, it's still a new role and a new time for Legacy, and we're so excited. Start off by telling us a little bit about yourself and your family.
Okay, well, professionally, I was a teacher at Legacy the year that it opened. I taught kindergarten the very first year Legacy was open. But personally, my family, we are from here. I have 3 children, Ella, Lily, and Will. Ella's going to be a senior at Benton High. Lily is starting high school at Benton High. She'll be a freshman. And Will is starting Benton Middle School. He'll be a 7th grader. I'm married to my husband, Chris, and we love living in the community that we serve in. We just love our church and our family and spending time together.
So Megan, tell me this. Well, you were an assistant principal for Miss Kelly Ogilvie for a while. Give us 3 things that jump off the map that you learned in your time as an assistant. Just give me 3 things.
Okay. The efficiency. I've learned that running a school is so much about systems and and the way that it functions, and also dealing with people, the human resources side of it, and just building those relationships with people. I think you get, when you step out of your classroom, you get to see the fruits of that labor of pouring into your employees, and it trickles down to the students. And finally, just work should be fun. You should love where you work, and you should love what you do, and students should love to come to school. And I think I've learned all of that from all of the leaders that I worked under. I've worked under some great people, and I feel like Legacy exudes that energy.
No doubt.
That's funny that you said that, because the next thing I was going to ask is about the term legacy love. We always hear about that term, and you kind of spoke to that. So talk about, in terms of legacy love, what that means as far as parent engagement. What role do you intend for these parents to play as it relates to the student success?
Yes, parents are a huge piece of the puzzle. We like to invite our parents in our community into our school. We like to plug them into not only the educational side, but the social and the fun side of school. And we have wonderful parent support. We have events scheduled. We've already, scheduled our bear tracks and worked on some of the huge things that we have. But we also love for parents to come to lunch. We love to invite parents in and just be a part of that and see how hard that their kids work, how hard that their teachers work. I think when they're able to come in and be a part of it, it just makes everything flow together.
This may be a very difficult question, because a lot of questions are, we can answer them better looking back than we can looking forward. So, but give the Legacy community an idea of what a Megan Hembree version of Legacy Elementary looks like.
Oh, that is a hard question.
It's a very difficult question.
Yes. The Megan Hembree version, continuing that level of excellence, I think that is important. The leaders before have set the standard of excellence for our school, and that is one that I hold near and dear. But also the Megan Hembree version involves a lot of love and support, I think. Especially to the teachers and the students. We want to appreciate how hard everyone works day to day. And again, like I said, the students, we want them at school, learning, coming to school, wanting to be there, making learning fun. So that's what the Megan Hembree version looks like.
Well, speaking of fun, let's have some fun.
Okay.
So we want our viewers to know a little bit more about you that may not be found on the educational pages that we have in front of us. And so we're going to do some lightning round questions here. Andrea's going to start off first, and I'm going to go back and forth. And so just have some fun with it, and we'll see where this takes us.
Okay, let's talk about how your morning kicks off. Coffee or Coke?
Coffee.
How do you like it?
I black most of the time.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Mexican food or seafood?
Mexican food.
We have a lot of Mexican places in Bossier, so you got to say that, right?
Snow skiing or water skiing?
Oh, skiing is not my forte. I would say visiting the mountains, but I've had a bad ski experience, so I won't be on any type of ski.
High heels or flats?
Flats.
Winter or summer?
Summer.
Books or movies?
Books. 100%.
Me too. I'm starting to feel like we're related.
Yes.
What is your favorite hobby?
Reading. And also I like to try new recipes.
Would you rather cook or eat out?
Oh. Cook when I have time.
Not much time to cook these days.
Yes.
Getting ready for a new year. Let's switch gears. Do you like to shop online or do you like to go shop in person?
Online. In person overwhelms me.
Who's your favorite leader in Bossier Parish?
Oh, y'all can't do that.
Go ahead. You need to answer.
Oh, gosh.
Your favorite one?
My favorite one, Kelly O'Gildy.
Good answer.
That's a good answer, and that's a good way to end. Miss Hembree, thank you for your time. We know you're going to do a great job at Legacy. We're super excited about it. The community is excited about you, and we can't wait to see what you have planned for 25-26.
I tell you what, Megan Hembree is doing amazing things, and we really are looking forward to seeing how she leads Legacy forward under her leadership. Someone else setting the gold standard literally is Benton High junior Savannah O'Donoghue. Savannah got her start in archery at Bossier Schools, and now she's in a league of her own. She's on the USA archery team and recently competed in the World Archery Youth Championship in Winnipeg, Canada, where she delivered a jaw-dropping performance, securing a perfect triple gold finish, earning 3 gold medals.
You know, Savannah won half of the 6 gold medals that Team USA won, and she's a 3-time gold medalist. And so that is definitely worth a superintendent shout-out.
I would say so. She is a rock star in her own right. And I cannot think of a better way to end this episode of On the Record with Bossier Schools than with that kind of good news.
We need you to like and subscribe up to the channel. Hey, share it. Tell everybody about what's happening on the record with Bossier Schools. But I got a question. Do you know where we're going to land next time?
I think you're just going to have to tune in and find out, because we don't even know at this point where we're going to land.
Until next time, you're up to date.
Here's the Elm Grove Elementary cheerleaders cheering us out.
Hey, hey! What do you say? E-D-E! E-D-E! The toughest we can be! Hey, hey! What do you say? Go, fight, win! Go, fight, win! The best we've ever been! E-D-E! Go, fight, win! E-D-E! Go, fight, win! E-D-E! Go, fight, win! This has been a Bossier Schools production. Join us next time when we go On the Record with Bossier Schools.